Hi, my yarny, crafty friends. Welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey. Today is Saturday, March 25th, 2023. I know it's been a little bit since I've been on, but in my defense, I've had some frogging action going on. The arthritis in my hands is killing me with this weather up and down. And my hands have just been hurting so bad. And then, you try to save it for when you're at work. But this video should be pretty short, unless I get long-winded, which has been known to happen. So yeah, first thing, I don't have the next section on my mosaic done, so I won't show that until next time. I was trying to follow the patterns that the cottage core mosaic, and I got, for some reason, off on the mushroom part, which isn't like me because I know how to do mosaic, but I'm getting 3 extra stitches when I started the 4th row of the second pattern. So I reached out to a friend on her video, and she told me to email her, and I did. And I know people get so many emails, they get lost in the shuffle, and I haven't heard back from her yet, so I just ripped that out and moved on to the next bigger section, and so that's working out fine. So I'm not sure if it was something in the pattern that people who've done it before already know, or I'm just having a big fat brain fart. I have no idea. So anyways, that will be next time. And what else? No Sophie's Universe yet. I am still finished with part 4 and have not moved on. I actually brought it back in here and put it back in the basket with all the yarns until I feel it, and then I'll pick it back up. But what I did do, so last week was Luck of the Draw 7, and I'm saying last week not as in 2 days ago, but last week. I'm using Creative Grandma's Stitch of the Week number 79, Quick and Easy Shell Stitch. And you can go on Creative Grandma's website and they're free. So for this one, it was number 4, which would be my Big Twist purple. It's a little darker than what it's showing. And then my main color is white. So I'm doing 3 rows of color, 1 row of white, because it's a 2-row repeat. I do have the color for 2 days ago out. I just have not had the time to put it on. So next time it'll be on. Hopefully I'll have 2 more colors on by the time I can get to another video. But this is what it's looking like so far. And again, week 8 was drawn, but I only have up to week 7. So that's the shells, and I'm just doing all shades of purple. It's kind of blowing out. But I just have a couple tails to weave in. I have been weaving them in as I go. Go me! So there's that. And I did decide that after the 20 weeks, when Nan from Nan's Next Knots is done with this luck of the draw, I'm just going to repeat the color order to get a bigger blanket. That way I don't have too many scraps. So there's that. And I did pick up my Midnight Star Mandala vest by Lavender Chair. This is a paid for pattern. Let me try to show you the picture. So that's roughly what it will look like. And this, I'm doing an extra large, so it's the same pattern no matter what size. The only thing that changes is your hook size and that you need a little more yarn. So this one I believe is 1100 yards, and I'm using ice cream yarn, the cotton blend in blueberry. So this is still the first skein. Yes. So I really haven't gotten that far. Ay, ay, ay. But I was busy last weekend, I'm just saying. And then I tried to pick it up, or a project up, get a few rows on it. But just the pain in my hands. So I did get to the point where I have the armholes created. And I did take this with me last weekend when I went to visit my kids and my grandbabies, but you know how that goes. So I had put another round or two, and then I created the chain, and then when I went to go around again, I was off on how many stitches to have. But you know, you're trying to visit and get snuggles and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this is something I just have to wait until I get back home. So then the next day I picked it up and I was able to carry on. So yeah, this is the pattern, and I do like it. I just have to work a little more. And I mean, and this is an extra large for an adult. I don't know. I just hope it fits. I'm really thinking about maybe making a bunch of smaller things for that gratification and doing an Etsy thing, but I don't know anything about it. Just that they take a percentage, which I heard is not too bad. But I don't know. Anyways, the last thing that I have progress on is my Kaleidoscope granny square blanket by Fiber Spider. And I'm following him with a 5.5 millimeter hook. Gotta look at my notes. I'm using pretty much Fair Isle Liberty yarn in the most of them are neons. This is the lime, but it's called Limerick Pop. And I just finished part 4 for his videos, and there's no more videos, so I'm pretty sure if you want to just keep going, if you want to make it bigger. I do, because I have two of each of those that I'm using. And if I have a few scraps to put in my Navajo scrap blanket, that it's a year-long thing with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy, which I also have not worked on. But I want to make this bigger. Now, remember last week, or on the 12th was my last video, I got off on the count somewhere. I wasn't quite with him where I should, like, he got extra rows and I don't know what happened. And I like, just go with it. It'll be fine. And then when I started the triangles for this week, I figured it would just even itself right back up. Not a big deal. So I just finished yesterday, and then this morning I just put the 2 rounds of the border on. The thing is that the last part of the triangle on two sides, on two of the 4 triangles, I got 2 rows of the color, and on the other 2 sides I got 3. And I'm just like, what in tarnation happened? No idea. So when I put the border on, I made sure that I had the same number of granny clusters on all 4 sides on the first row. Well, I figured let me start counting when I was beginning the 3rd side. I knew how many I had to have. Well, I counted, 3 in the side before. Got the 4th side on, and I'm like, okay, let me just count them all again to make sure. Well, wouldn't you know, that first side was 1 short. After I had to frog the 3rd side because I was 2 short. So, instead of ripping all 4 sides out before I attached at the corner, I figured I would pick my way, because it was like halfway back. Have you ever tried to pick your work backwards? When you're ripping and frogging and you're pulling out, it's just do. When you're going the wrong way, it's not so stinking easy. So what I did was I cut it halfway, made that knot, and then I ripped it back the other way because my yarn was still attached. And then I just proceeded to do my clusters around to that halfway point and attach it. And I hope I have not just confused everybody with what I just said. So, did not weave in my tails on this one yet because I wanted to get a video up because it had been so long. I didn't want people to forget about me. So here we are. Here's the blanket. And I was going to measure it, but you know me. It's in my head, but it doesn't come out in reality. So, this was the most recent triangle. Orange You Happy, teal, lipstick, Limerick Pop, can't remember, and peacoat is the 2 row border that I did. So, in saying what I was just trying to say, it was like, halfway that I realized I forgot, because when you get them corners and attach them, sometimes one side has a few more stitches than the other and it's a bigger space, and I needed to put another cluster there and I didn't realize it. So I just cut the yarn here, tied this so that it wouldn't come undone, and then I was over here ready to attach it, and I just kept crocheting around, did my corner, crocheted, and then just attached it here. So now all my sides have the same number of clusters, and I don't know if that's why I was off. So like this row has 2 rows of pink in this triangle. This triangle has 2, but this one has 3. And I'm like, what the heck did I do? Leave it to me. Because then I was like, well, how's the next set gonna do? I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do another section of triangles up here, and on this side, and then I'm gonna see how it evens up, because it's not wavy, it lays flat, so somehow the stitches work themselves out. So I'm gonna do another set. Just trying to see. Yeah, I love that look. Love the neons and how the triangles are coming out. So I will do another set of triangles. I will do 2 more border rows, and then see how big it is. And then I'm debating, I want it to be big enough, to lay, because this, either use it as a bigger blanket on the couch, although people may not like the holes, or even just lay it on a bed for decoration. I don't know. Or I don't know. But I have, one more, and the other ones are maybe halfway used. But once I'm done doing triangles, or if the triangles each section are just coming off wrong for some reason, then I'll just keep going around and around with the granny in these colors and just have that kaleidoscope look in the middle. I don't know if that would look weird, but I'm going to keep going and see what happens and how it comes out, because I love the pattern, I love the neons, and it's not commissioned, so I'm okay with it. All right, that's all I got, guys. Like, I feel like it's nothing, but hopefully later today, after I do some housework and such, I will be able to at least get back. I'll put the week 8 on here, so that'll be done. Finish my section of mosaic, and then figure out, is it bad to say I want to find a small project to complete so that I can have, some satisfaction that something's done? But anyways, all right, I will see you all next time. Thank you to everybody who's new, returning, and future. Please like, subscribe, share if you want to. I love chatting with everybody in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye.